Also open the meeting at 6:41 PM on Wednesday, September 17th. We're opening this meeting to consider three things. The first is the decision on Linda Harju's special permit for a personal kennel. The second is a decision for Michael O'Neill's variance for his barn, for his garage, and the third is discussion about changes to the board's procedures for regular applications. So why don't you guys take a look to go and.
Do I have? I've got
I'm
two the
sorry.
same.
Oh yes. Yeah. Here's your two.
Okay,
Let me
yeah,
take
any
that.
one of those, yeah.
My printer was actually a little funny, so I want to make sure we sign.
So you didn't cut yourself?
No, I did not cut myself. That's toner.
That's good to know.
Okay, let's see, how's your applicant do that one first?
This is the best copy, I think, so.
So he needed an additional 25 feet, that's
Yeah.
what you mean by that, okay.
We'll do that one first. Okay. That should be-
Yeah, oh, I see, no, this one's 75 feet from the boundary line. Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting looking at the plans that night, because it was different than what we're used to.
Yes.
Where you could really get into like the topography and, you know.
Yeah, right, it didn't have a lot of the detail. in it.
But we also didn't have anybody here
Yeah.
against it, and,
It was pretty much a
Yeah.
plot plan from what I saw.
yeah,
Right, it would have had to have been a site visit to clarify things.
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
than anything. And he had a commercial kennel, coincidentally, with the other one.
That's right.
Yeah, so the map was.
Yeah, so Suzie had pointed out the July was the wrong month there. I handwrote
Oh,
September.
We can handwrite something.
Yeah.
on it.
and initial it, good.
Yeah, so essentially that's the copy for the clerk. Should
Okay,
get-
I'll finish this one. here.
And then Alan is away, I think, can I use your pen, I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't bring my,
He's away? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah,
I
remember
well-
him saying he wasn't gonna be here.
Well, we only
Oh,
need two.
all right.
We only need two members to sign.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
that's
what we realized.
Yeah, because we've done that before. You and I, Dave. You know, we're the only ones present, so we signed it and
Oh,
it was
okay.
acceptable. I mean,
Good. Well,
So how many, do I have to sign all the copies, or just? So what did you do? Just write-
Well-
actually, you just need to sign.
Sign this one?
Here. Finish that one.
Oh, I see, because Ethan can't sign because he hadn't.
He wasn't in the
Yeah.
meeting.
Involved, unless you've seen the recording.
He
I
did see
actually-
the
I did
recording,
see the recordings.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah, I had to in order to write
to do the
decisions.
notes.
Oh, okay.
And he
Well,
didn't wanna miss
You could
it.
have written the decision without seeing the recordings,
Well, we didn't
I-
have,
right? I mean, we had it,
I don't think I could have, because I don't know what you guys would have talked about in any kind of detail, so, because, you know,
oh, you
essentially,
didn't fill him in, or he got this from the recording, obviously, then, yeah.
I suppose I could,
We had talked about it,
it
but-
would have been better for me to actually watch the recording and,
Yeah.
I mean,
And it's
so
only
essentially I would
20
be pretty
minutes.
much almost as good a position as you would be to make a decision
Right, okay.
and write the decision. And of
Right.
course, the other thing is that I think that these decisions are good enough to qualify as minutes of those, you know,
meetings.
of those meetings, so we don't need to go and approve separate ones.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah. I never knew that. But they are, because it's concise and it doesn't have anything.
Okay.
I wish they all were like this,
Yes, it's all that quick.
especially,
So we only have to have a simple majority then?
Yeah, I think so, to issue a decision.
Okay.
well, we issued the decision, but
Yeah.
we only need two to sign it.
Well, we
Yeah.
have to
Correct.
endorse it, so.
You need a pen
Yeah.
too.
Oh, it's, once yeah,
You-
this
you
is
got the original-
yeah, yeah.
original?
Yeah, these are the copies that Suzanne signed.
Very good.
Did I sign both?
Yes, you signed
Okay.
them. So,
And then we're gonna make a motion to change the way,
yes, I'll talk about that, but first we'll make a motion to approve the decision as we've signed it and amended.
okay?
Okay, all right, so, okay, and I think I could, all right, so I move that we formally adopt these decisions as signed and amended.
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, those are all good, and I'll give the copy to the town clerk. Okay. All right, okay, all right, so that brings me down to the other issue. So as our rules currently state, right, when an applicant, files, they get a copy of this packet. These are we include the rules when they do it.
Like a checkoff list. I
Yeah,
think.
checkoff list,
Yeah.
right? And so so these are what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to give us 4 checks. They're supposed to fill out a bunch of stuff, right? Now, my thing about it is that, a couple of things. First of all, they're not giving us a certified abutters list. They're getting that from the assessor's office. They don't need to put a check here, so I've cut that out. And I second.
This is respect to any applicant?
Any-
Yeah,
Okay,
any
all right.
application, other than a comprehensive permit, other than
Right.
40B. So
Oh,
this
this
is,
is only for 40B?
no, this is for everything but 40B.
But 40Bs,
Right.
okay.
Right, so,
Di- different
okay.
permitting
Now,
process.
now, they also give us a check for the application fee, it's $125. $100 for the advertising fee, that gets, that we deposit that, and that we pay the newspaper when they print the notices. And the last one is the most difficult one of all, that's
This
the
one?
the abutters cost. Now, that number isn't even the correct amount, but, it's a little old.
Well, this fee, you skipped that one. You said that's paid in advance by
Yeah, that's when
the
they,
applicant, which we.
yeah, they don't give that to us, they give that to the assessor's office when they get a certified
Right,
abutters list.
that's right.
And we just talked about that on Monday, and we're lowering that from 35 to 25, so that they can pretty much generate it almost instantly.
No, good.
Yeah, thanks to the PK system that we use for valuation. All right, so anyway, so now, one other thing I want to do before I get to the letters, right, is I've also added in here about the certified abutter, they get their own, they obtain at their own expense and submit their application to certified abutters list. And if any abutters property lies wholly or partially within another town, or the applicable distance from an applicant's parcel includes properties in another town, then the applicant must also provide a certified abutters list from that town. I believe that is required, so that those people can get notice and may wish to object. So, I mean, that's just pretty much standard. So that means that they're no longer, this little confusing bit about the assessor's office doesn't, no longer comes up. So now, when it comes to the mailing, right, the way we do it now is, they give us the check, right?
Yeah.
And then Kathleen in the building department prepares the mailings.
Like a certified mail.
Yes, like this, for
Right.
how many butters there are. Then, when they're done, I pick them up, I go down to the post office, and I mail them. And that, and I pay for the postage, and then I get reimbursed.
Right, send, put in a warrant.
Yes, put in the warrant. And it gets, and I get the check within 2 weeks. And I don't want to do that anymore. So, what I'm proposing that they do is that Kathy prepares the mailings, and when they're done, she calls the applicant, says, come down, pick them up and mail them. And then they can go to the post office, they pay the money, they can wait around, because it takes about a minute for each of these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get a lot of abutters.
Yeah.
I've done it for years, and
Yeah.
it was, and then you've got to, use your credit card or your
Yeah.
cash or check.
And,
Yeah.
And then follow it up.
Yeah.
later.
And they're paying for it anyway, so
Yes.
why not just pay for
I mean,
it?
because the last time for these 2 decisions, I had to do it, I had paid almost $400 out of my own pocket.
Right.
Yeah.
I have got it refunded, but still, I mean, I don't see why I should have to do that.
Right.
Was it the attorney that suggested we do it this way, or was it something we came up with?
Actually, Liz Dennehy did.
Oh, it was, yeah, I know someone other than us
Yeah, so,
suggested that, and it's
Yeah.
a good idea.
I agree.
It'll work fine.
all right, so
100%.
now, one thing I wanted to consider was, because, when you do a certified mail, you're paying 3 fees combined. First, you're paying for the first-class postage, right? That's essentially the stamp, right? And then you're paying for the certifying mail, this green thing that has a receipt that pulls off the bottom.
Oh, yeah, so they can get the return
Yeah.
receipt, yeah.
And then on the back, you have the thing that the recipient signs for, if they sign for it. This one they didn't claim, but you have them, they sign here, and then they bring the card, and it goes back in our box. So now, the statute only requires mailing. Doesn't say anything about certified or return receipts, as it might do in other places. So I was originally thinking about just having them, they could do first class or just certified mail without this return receipt and save about 40% of the cost.
Sure,
But-
and save us from handling.
Yeah, I mean, but then I was thinking, right, okay.
How do we know if we got
How do we,
them?
yeah, I mean, how do we know? And I think, okay, if they put by certified mail, I say on the back here, you've got to read that little green slip, right? You got to produce the green slips for us by the time of the hearing, or your application gets denied or delayed. And that's one way to do it, but if they wanted to be clever about it, right, they could say, okay, I see you got the mailings here, but I'll simply just peel this little sticker here while it's still fresh and put it on something else, and someone else get the certified mailing. That's why I've got the return receipt on the back. So, so if I don't see any return receipts, that's going to be a problem. And so that's why I'm still having people do certified mail return receipts. So that's $10.48 currently, as opposed to what are we just the certified mail. So I'd like to try that, see how it works, and people can do from the next applicant, the current applicant, the one for the children's play place. I already did hers. I went down and I posted that because that was
Amber, yeah.
under the old rules. I mean, the new rules, they would get I have it so that Kathy prepares the mailing. Once she's done, she emails the applicant, say, the mailing's here, please pick it up during normal business hours. And I instruct them here, and they also have to sign a little slip that says, I received such and such, I received the mailings from the building department, and they're all good and correct. I'll prepare that later. And then, and I simply, and that's, and
Proper notice.
that's proper notice. I mean, at that point, the applicant takes care of it, and, they can, I mean, ideally, what's probably best for them would be just simply to do, if they can do it sometime during the day, get it from Kathy, get to the post office before 12:30 or after 1:30.
1:30.
Actually, it's
They
probably
get an hour,
better.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they do have an hour or so. Best do it in the morning, go there, get it done, bring back the slips, and then, you're all set. And, or they can just bring the slips to the, to the hearing.
Clerk or something, right?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose if they, well, actually, the whole building shuts down too, so,
Yeah, oh, yeah, then they can't put them in the mailbox, and if we meet that night or something.
yeah. So anyway, they should be doing that, I say 2 weeks before, 2 weeks before their, at least 2
The
weeks before the
meeting.
meeting was to be held. So anyway, so if you like, I have the I only brought one copy, so.
It's
You
okay.
can initial it.
Want me to read it?
Yeah, I do, but it's like, there's only one copy here,
Yeah.
so.
Well, I was just thinking I could read it out loud if you wanted.
Oh, actually, well, I'll do it.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking that we could both hear it and
All
make
right,
sure
so,
it makes
okay.
sense.
All right, okay, so anyway, all right, so the changes, I'm starting from number 7 and going on down. So it says, number 7, upon the town clerk's receipt of your completed application and fee, the board will schedule and hold a public hearing on your application. The ZBA secretary will contact the applicant to schedule a hearing date. The ZBA will issue a notice of hearing to the applicant when a date has been agreed upon. When the board issues a notice of hearing to the applicant, the building department shall prepare a mailing containing a copy of the notice of hearing to every abutter on the certified abutters lists. When the mailings are completed, the applicant shall arrange to pick them up at the building department's email and telephone number during normal business hours, Monday through Thursday, 9 to 2, and mail them at the post office at the applicant's expense. The mailing shall be sent via certified mail, return receipt requested at least 14 days prior to the hearing. The applicant shall sign a receipt when they pick up the mailings at the building department stating they received the mailings properly addressed as given on the certified abutters list. The applicant shall submit the certified mail receipts, the green slips, to the board or the building department no later than the date the hearing is scheduled. Be advised that it will take a postal clerk at least 1 minute to process a letter that is to be mailed certified with a return receipt. Plan your visit to the post office accordingly if you have a large number of letters to post. In bold, I say, failure to submit the receipts will result in a denial of the application. Number 9, at the public hearing, the board will make a decision on your application. The applicant is advised that a public hearing may be continued over multiple dates depending upon the complexity of the issues arising from the application. The decision will be filed with the town clerk, and a copy of the decision will be sent to the applicant, and the rest is all pretty much what's
The same.
currently there. Yeah. So that's what I propose to tell the town clerk as of tonight going forward. These are going to be the new rules.
Good.
So-
I like it.
Yeah, so, all right, so I would make a motion to adopt so essentially now, after this date, the applicant only needs to give us 2 checks, one for the application fee and one for the advertising fee. I thought about having the applicant do the advertising, but I'm not comfortable with that because, I know how to do it. I know who to contact, I know how much it costs, I think it'd be better, I don't have to do anything other than just simply send email, so it's not so burdensome for me that I would.
You'd have to pay it,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, you have to pay, but no, actually, no, because
No, because that
that,
would come out of there.
well, because what they do for that is that when the ad is placed, they send the invoice, and then I can simply attach that to the vendor warrant and have the town accountant issue the check to them.
Yeah.
So they know that. So I think that's just easier because it's, they're already asking the applicant to do one thing and another thing, they might get the dates wrong and they might get the proof right. So it's best for me to do that.
Yeah.
For now, at least. And make sure that's done properly. So they're gonna send us 2 checks in the future, $225. I don't even think theoretically they could send 1 check if they really wanted to, but I don't care.
Combine it, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
and-
sure what the ad fee is now.
it's $50,
$50?
yeah,
Okay.
per posting. That's, but, I mean, that's just for our notices.
For, yeah, Town of Plympton.
Yeah, private notices are more expensive.
Oh, yeah, they give us a break.
Yeah, they give us a break, because
Okay.
we're frequent business.
Yeah.
And they know we don't have it.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
because actually, I remember I've had to publish, notices in the Plympton, Halifax, Kingston, Express, for private clients twice, and it was like more, and I had to prepay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why, they know I'm good for the money. Yeah. Okay, all right, so with that out of the way, then
Sounds good.
I make a motion to,
Accept.
to accept these new rules as we've described here tonight and printed for, which we'll have available in the clerk's office starting tomorrow. And, and I'm gonna make sure to tell her that these are the rules, please use these. And the rules won't have any of this red stuff on it, that's just
Yeah, it'll
simply
all
just
be one.
marked up to show what the changes were. All right, so I move that we accept the new rules as written and promulgated.
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all right, well, that, I think concludes our business for tonight, so if anyone has if no one else has anything else to raise, then I would move to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, so, okay, so.